Hey folks, Dan Frio here, the rate update. And today's topic is going to be, how do you figure out what interest rate you qualify for? So if you want to find out more, stay tuned. I'll be right back. A normal call I get starts like this. Hey Dan, what's your 30-year rate today? And then I ask, I'm like, well, I need to get a little bit of information from you before I can quote your rate. And they're like, no, I just need to know what your 30-year rate is today. So that's what we want to dissect today. There is no such thing as, here's today's rate. Let's like gas prices. It's $2.99 a gallon. It doesn't work that way with the mortgages. So if you call somebody and you're like, what's your 30-year fixed rate today? And they quote you something, hang up. Why? Because obviously they don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to sell you on, the lowest rate possible. What I want to do is how I answer that question is like this. That's a great question. I'd love to be able to quote you, but let me get a little bit of information from you. Here's my analogy behind it. If my car doesn't work and I go to start it and it just won't start, I call the mechanic and I'm like, why won't my car start? They're like, well, they can't automatically just tell me why it's not starting. Does it have gas? Are there spark plugs? And I know today's world, we probably don't even have spark plugs, but I'm giving my age out. Is there even an engine in there? Did somebody steal the engine last night? Well, I don't know, but you can't look under the hood, but I just need to know why it won't start. Well, they can't answer that question. Nor can I when you say, what's today's 30-year fixed rate? Well, what are you looking for? Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo. Okay, that's that. What's your credit score? What's the property worth? Do you live there? Is it a rental? What kind of property is it? Single family or a 4-unit, a condo or a PUD? What term are you? Well, obviously you're looking for a 30-year term. All these things. Do you escrow? Do you not escrow? Are you looking to refinance your balance or refinance your balance and pull out cash? That's what I want to go over with you so you can figure out, there is no one rate fits all. So when I ask you some questions, you get it. I hate when people hang up and they just don't get it. I hate doing that myself. When I do this with insurance a lot. My deductible is this, my copays are this, my thing is this, that, my PPO and HMO. It's like, oh my God, I'm so confused. So I don't want you to be confused. I want to explain to you what rates are and things that affect these rates. So let's get at it. Let me kind of explain or dive down that avenue and let's go through this. So you as the consumer don't get to see this, but we as loan people, this is what rate sheets look like. Okay, and I'll just break it down fairly quick for you. Here's the interest rates, and you can see they range from 2.25 all the way down to 3.75. Okay, what these numbers over here represent, and we'll just go to one column, the 30 day. This means we can lock you on a 30-day lock, and we have to close your loan. We have to basically start your loan, process it, underwrite it, close it, and fund it within 30 days. If we do, this is your start rate. Okay, now there's a reason why I'm saying start, because I'm going to show you all what we call loan level price adjustments. That is one of the biggest factors, or that is the factors that modify the loan or the interest rate. Okay, but let's just break it down from the top number and the bottom number. Right here, if you wanted to, if you get a 2.25% interest rate on a 30-day lock, you would be getting 100 means that's par. It basically means zero. But in this case, you're at 100.777. So what that means is you're going to get 0.777% back as a refund to you to cover any additional costs you might have. So let's say, for example, it's a $100,000 loan. You would get $777 back in a rebate check or a credit to cover any costs that you might have. Okay, you might say, that's fantastic, sign me up. Well, there are adjustments that are going against this 2.25 and this number right here. Okay, so now let's dive down to the 3.75. At 3.75, you're at 104.9. So you're going to get a rebate check back of 4.9% of the loan. So if this was a $100,000 loan, you would be getting a $4,900 credit. Okay, so that's how these rates work. And then if you go on a 45-day, you can see how that credit goes down. So when I explain on my videos, of a 30-day lock, on a 30-day lock, this is it. On a 45-day lock, X and X. So it's cheaper, or you get a better rate the shorter the duration of the lock that you can actually get or need. Okay, so now that's the benchmark. That's our starting point. Now on to the adjustments to this rate depending on things. Let's go over those things. Okay, so now we're going to go over what adjustments are going to take place to that particular rate based on the criteria or specifications of your particular scenario. Okay, so let's start with the beginning of this. Just to explain to you guys how rate sheets work. 100 is what we reference as par. Okay, so par, meaning it's zero in essence. Okay, I'll explain it that way, and it'll make more sense as we move forward. So the example we went over before was we were at 100.777. Okay, well, if 100 is par, basically zero, that leaves 0.777 remaining. So you take this amount, multiply it by your loan amount, and in this case we're going to say 100,000, you would get back $777 as a credit or a concession or a rebate check, however you want to break it down. This money can be used toward any closing costs that you have. So remember, 100 is par or zero. That's our beginning point. All right. So let's say, for example, we break down the rate, and instead of being at 100.777, we're at 99. Okay. Well, what that means is that if 100 is zero, 99 is minus 1. We're one short of 100. Okay? So in this case, if your rate at 2.25, as we were just discussing, was at 100.777, well, if this came back and it was 99, again, you're one short of 100. Means you would owe 1%, because this is 99%, we need to get to 100. You would owe 1% of the loan amount to get that rate. Okay? This is what we call points. So if you want to get a rate at 2.25, when your final price or coupon is whatever it might be, you start at 100. If your coupon or your price is lower than that, 99, 98, whatever it is, any difference in this from 100 would be a cost to you or points that you would need to pay to get that particular rate.
Now let's create another scenario. We got an 800 credit score at 60% loan to value. We do not want any cash. It's not a condo. It's not an investment property, and it is a single family home. Where would we be? Well, let's go back to this. Let's go back through the criteria again. 800 credit score, so it's off the charts here. So we're at 740 plus. We're at 60 loan to value. So that means we have no adjustments. Okay, nothing. We are not getting any cash back, so this box does not come into play. It's a primary home, so we do not have this hit. And it's a single family home, it's not a multi-unit, so we have this hit. So we have no adjustments. What would our rate be? Well, we go back to our primary rate sheet. There's no adjustments, so we're still at 2.25. at 100.777. We're good. Guys, I know this gets complicated, and my point isn't to complicate you or confuse you. Basically, in a nutshell, 100 is the point you're looking at, because at 100 you have no cost for that rate. Okay, anything below 100, it's a cost to you, payable in points, or a percentage of the loan amount. Okay, anything over 100, that's how me and other companies are able to do loans for free. We raise the rate, and as you could see from the rate sheets that we had, you can get up to 4.9 points or percent back in rebate money to cover any and all costs. So the whole point of the video is to explain to you there's a lot of little pieces of the puzzle that's needed to be able to quote you an accurate quote. So I'd love to be able to help you if you're in the process of purchasing a home right now, building a home, refinancing, you're looking to do anything, please reach out to us. I'd love to help. The best way to get us is to go to my website, and it's really easy to find. It's called It's therateupdate.com. It'll take you right here. All you need to do is scroll down. This is our 800 number, 844-775-LOAN. All of our social media, I'd love for you to tag on to those and get alerts and daily broadcasts and everything else. So that's the best way to reach us, by calling. If you'd like to email me, feel free to email. My name is Dan Frio. You can reach me at D for Dan, Frio, which is Frio, at preferredrate.com. Website has a lot of tools up here, especially mortgage calculators and everything else. If you want to apply online, it makes it really simple. You can hit any of these buttons, apply, get a free quote. If you're looking to purchase a home, you click this one. If you're looking to refinance, you click this one. Other than that, all I ask you to do is, I hope you like the video. If you do, don't forget, if you do, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe down below, hit the bell, because every time I post a video, you'll get an alert. Why I ask you to subscribe is it helps the YouTube algorithms get my information out to more and more people. And I'm here to educate and show you guys so you don't get taken advantage of. So that's the whole point of the show. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you subscribe. Hope you reach out to us if you're in need of a mortgage. If there's anybody you know that could be interested in our help, please let us know that as well, or pass on our information. Other than that, God bless. Take care. Have a great day, and I hope to hear from you. Bye-bye.